my Lego stick.
How you going?
All right. What do you know?
Just finishing off stuff.
Yeah, how's it going?
Oh, it's going alright. I've got about 70 pieces so far.
Oh, that's all right. Good.
Yeah.
Hope you get rid of most of them.
Yeah, me too. So, and yes and no, because if I get rid of all of them, then I've got to work my little butt off to make more
Yeah,
quickly.
well, that's always the way.
Yeah, I found another markets that's on at mid-December as well, so I'm gonna try and get them.
Oh, yeah. What are store costs these days?
Um, if you don't have insurance, and if the place that's holding the markets will pay for your insurance or let you go under their insurance, it's about $45, $42 to $45.
Oh, that's not bad.
And if you've got your own insurance, it is $30,
Oh,
25,
yeah.
$30. Yeah. I was looking at insurance the other day, and I was just going to go just a regular insurance company, and they got it for $90 for a quarter. It's not too bad.
Mine costs considerably more than that because it's public liability on me
Yep.
itself
Yep.
for doing
Yeah.
demonstrations and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to have product and public liability, and I had the charity, but
Yeah.
yeah. Dare I ask what number's that?
This is only number five for the day.
Okay.
I had a bit of a late start.
Yep. Everything all right?
Yeah, just a bit out of breath today for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway.
Too late at night last night, maybe.
Yeah, well, I watched all of Brian's thing last night, so
Yep.
didn't get to bed until 2 o'clock.
Yep. That might do it. Maybe it was a bit colder than you thought it was, you know?
No, it was still bloody 19 when I left the workshop, so
Yeah.
it was just one of those warm nights.
Yeah. We're expecting it's overcast today with no rain, and then tomorrow it's meant to be bloody thunderstorms.
Yeah. No, well, at the moment here there's no wind. It's beautiful sunshine outside, and it's actually, let's see, yeah, 22 in the workshop, so
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
temperature.
I'm not far off that, to be honest. I think it's on 23 or something. But I don't have as much material for my temperature to go through.
Yeah.
How's Julie going, right?
Oh, yeah, she's going fine. Still has her little weepy moments, naturally, but no. Little things remind her of her mum, so.
Yep.
Which is to be expected, I suppose.
Yes, definitely. You get that a lot, I reckon, over the years.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, I always knew that it was going to be a hard time when she went because, as I said, very close to her mum.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't know whether to keep going today or not. I'm kind of half knackered, actually.
Is it tea time?
Sorry?
Is it time for a tea?
It might be, actually. What's the time? No, not quite. Another 30 minutes yet.
Darn it. You better call Bill up. Quick, come around.
Although it doesn't really worry me. what time I have a cup of tea, but
Not still on a liquid limit, are you?
no, not really.
Get into it then.
Sorry?
It's all right. Just verbal diarrhea. Just let me know if the belt sound is too loud, because I can mute myself, but it's bloody hard to hear anyone over it.
Yeah, I know. I have the same trouble when I'm turning. I don't hear things properly.
Yep.
No, Chris, how are you?
How you going, Chris? Yeah, it works alright on some cameras and not on others, Chris.
Yeah, in my case, Chris, it's actually the both the software off StreamYard and the microphone itself.
How you going, Bob?
Right, Bob. Right, Dan.
How you going, Dan? What are you doing?
Paintbrush.
What's that? Have you got ink in it?
Hello, I see you're still in the disco there, Bob.
Yeah, right this second, trying to get my headsets to work.
I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing, Robo?
All right.
Good. Yeah, I just got a
Sorry,
set of
just wait a
headphones
second, Bob.
given to me.
Just wait a second, Bob. I can't hear you properly.
I got the problem with the headphones. I did a software update on my phone for the headphones. Even if they're Bluetooth, they have to be quickly for some of the sound. So we not have multiple sound sources to the audio to feed anything I want. So I didn't know that. So when the headphones come up all of a sudden, it showed me that I had a separate microphone. So it's the one that's in the headphones. But I also have one in my tablet.
What's going on, Bob? How are you?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. It's been
That's good.
a nice day, and all of a sudden turning to rain. It's supposed to be pouring down rain in a few hours. It's really bad storm here.
It's really hard to hear you, hey? It's a little bit, I hear you, but sometimes it's a little bit, I don't know, crackly or
Okay.
something. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
is that any better?
Yeah, it
1,
is.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
What'd you do?
Just move the headphones around a bit.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right, I just got to duck inside and grab some of my beeswax stuff.
So I see you're doing more spindles tonight, Robo.
Yeah, balustrating.
Balustrade. How many this time?
75, 76. Is that you rustling things around, or is it Guy?
Well, Jay's in the house, so evidently it's me.
It sounds like you're shuffling papers or something, or scraping something across the desk.
No? I just
Unless it's Amber in the background.
I guess that answered it.
What's going on?
Well,
What's
me-
Amber doing in the background?
I'm painting with a paintbrush.
Uh,
Why?
now it's quiet.
She's not doing anything. She's sitting down with a paintbrush in her hand with chalk paint, painting a piece of wood.
No, it sounded like she was scraping something across the desk or something like that.
There, I got rid of the Bluetooth headphone. Would that help any, Robo?
Sorry, I missed that, Bob.
Yeah, I got rid of the Bluetooth headset, so does that help any? I'm used to using my tablet, except I found that the battery was totally dead on me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's better. I can hear you now.
No, let that dry first. Smoko, was it Robbo?
Sorry?
Smoko?
Yeah, I'm just about to go and put the kettle on, actually.
Yep.
So I shall be back in a minute, but I'm going to still here.
Yeah, I'll be here. So when are you moving your lathe there, Bob?
Not happening.
I got plenty of room down there.
No, I should be heading home. We have our Thanksgiving coming up next week, and if I wanted, I couldn't even get there because all the trains are booked solid.
Oh, yeah. Bad time to want to train, eh?
Yeah, the train's the cheapest, and it's an overnight train, so leave at noon and get in at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. That should be a good trip, eh? When was the last time you got on a train for that length of time?
Coming down here.
Oh, okay.
It's the cheapest way. I mean, I can travel for $50, and that's not bad. If I want to fly, it's like 200 and some.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it?
We don't have a world-class train system yet, but they're functional, and they have a separate area for people with disabilities, so you don't have to climb up and down because our cars are double-decker.
Okay.
And the conductors are always checking up on us. People with disabilities that can't climb stairs, they use the upper deck. So about every hour they come and check on us and bring coffee or whatever you want. But we're the only people that they do that for on the train.
Yep.
God, room service.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it come with a smile or what?
Well, it's like you got to make your rounds to make sure that everybody is all right and content. And, you know, there's only two cars that actually have a lower deck. And ours, the one for people with disabilities does, because it has a disability restrooms, and wheelchairs. And it has the ability of locking wheelchairs in as a seat.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was just reading a thing the other day as to why America does not have super trains, like the high-speed trains.
Yeah.
It's rather interesting, actually. It's more political than anything else.
Yeah.
Well, it has been to spend the money for it because it does take straighter tracks. And we have a super train now, but it's not like yours. It's 120 miles an hour, 130 at times. But it goes up from the Washington, D.C. area, and it goes up to New England. Because that's where most of commuter traffic is. It goes through Washington and then ends up and going through New York City and up a little farther than that. But it's just one train. Well, it's multiple trains, the same name, but it runs it and it's all electrified. But now, that we've got money to spend, and our Amtrak, our railroad, has got a big chunk of money to try to bring us up to standards of the rest of the world.
I must admit, I've been looking at some of the freight trains that run across America, and geez, I'm hanged if I know how some of them even stay on the bloody rail tracks.
Yeah.
They're that badly bent and buckled. And the sleepers don't even contact. Oh well, I think you call them ties. We call them sleepers out here. But
Yeah,
half
I
the
know what
time,
you mean.
half the time they're not even sitting on the ground.
Well, we have a lot of problems in freight, but the problem is that it just for the past 4 to 6 years, the rail system, all the upgrades that had money set aside for, just got earmarked and moved elsewhere. So, and even people were laid off. Uh, but then again, when COVID hit, that even made it worse.
Yeah.
Trains that typically run daily were cut down to 3 days a week because people weren't riding them. And
Yeah,
they hadn't really got their act together on how you handle COVID on a train because everybody is so close together. And unless you can have some sort of distancing, uh, it doesn't pay because it costs money to take a car that's a third empty. If you do distancing by seat,
Yep.
you lose money. So it took a while to try to work it out, but it's been upgraded in as far as that goes since uh, our current president, and they've been working very hard to get the passenger side caught up. Freight side has always been good, and it runs because that's where a majority of our big freight runs is by rail.
Okay.
Because the train can take, I forget the technical term, but they take a semi trailer and they can sit it in a custom rail car, a flat car that locks it in place and even too high. So it's far cheaper to take your long haul stuff by train per mile than it does to have a driver and petrol and
Yep.
the slower speeds that they have to make when they're on highways. So you
Yes.
get it faster and cheaper by rail. So the rail has been doing pretty good during the COVID, but passenger rail has really dropped off because no one feels safe taking it.
Yep. You might be having a slight drop out there, Bob. Your screen's frozen.
yeah, it's a bit jerky, but you need to tell the hotel to upgrade their bloody Wi-Fi.
I think he's at are you at your sister's house or a hotel, Bob? No. Okay. Just talk to myself.
So Jay, when's your boot sale?
Not the Saturday coming, but the next.
So the first of next month.
No, the end. It'll be the 27th here at least.
Okay.
This place does markets on the 4th, the last Saturday of every month.
Yeah, I've brought a bunch of my stuff that I had made, almost 2 suitcases full. And Saturday during the day, we have an event that my sister goes to every year, and I used to when I lived here. And it's all based on SCA, Society for Creative Anachronists. And it's a fall get-together. And there'll be competition and a bunch of the medieval sports. But at the same time, they have a big sale that goes on, and merchants have a big building that they set up, and my sister's been part of it now for probably 35 years or longer. And I used to when I lived here, so I've got some of my stuff I'm taking to see how well it sells. I've always given most of it away, but I'm going to see what happens.
Yeah, you never know your luck. Get a train fare home at least. You never know.
Yeah, because the people that I know that that live here still, they've seen some of this stuff, and they've all said that it's really, really good compared to what so and so has done or what they have seen. And
Yep.
one big thing is it's not made in China.
Yes. Hey, going Rex.
G'day, Rex. Yeah, unfortunately, I think some people are more interested in price than they are in quality, though. That's the only problem.
Yes.
Seems to be the big thing out here anyway.
So how are you feeling, Robo?
Sorry?
How are you feeling lately?
Not too bad. Not too bad, all things considered. Like Jay forced me to work until bloody near 11 o'clock last night.
He gave me the whip, Bob, so I whipped him and made him work.
He must have felt you needed it.
G'day, Rex.
Sometimes
how are you?
we all need a good kick in the ass.
Yep. Huh? Our resident baby magpie's come back for a feed. Yeah, slave driver. You got it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're doing something you really enjoy, then I don't know if you need a slave driver. Sometimes you need encouragement. And maybe it's just my age that you need more encouragement once in a while.
I enjoy the pain, Bob. Whip me, whip me.
All right, I'm leaving now.
And Rex is saying he's on oxygen, so no talking again.
Bugger. What's going on? How long do you have to stay on that each day, Rex?
Oh, well, you can talk through your fingers, Rex.
Yeah. Universal sign language. Huh? Oh, sorry, headphone users. Sorry, not sorry.
Having double vision, so doctors say oxygen.
Okay.
I call that the whiskey bottle.
Double vision. Are you staggering as well? No. I'm only joking, Rex. You get one of those exoskeletons, Rex. You'd be throwing people across the room, huh?
Yeah.
You right there?
No, just kidding, Rex. I know what it's like to be just about continually giddy, I tell you. I have vertigo problems.
So I reckon I might give these a quick once over when I'm setting them up on the table at the markets with a bit of my beeswax and mineral oil.
No, you don't want to do that.
No?
No,
Why?
because people will pick them up and they'll be sticky.
No, it's not. It's not sticky. No stickiness in this, sorry. It's quite nice to pick up after.
Oh, you'll get there, Rex. Just watch out you don't catch your fingers on the jaws, that's all.
Amen.
It seems to be a problem with the Nova chucks in America that I don't know whether it's old stock or not, but I've never had a chuck that's been rusty from Nova, but I've heard 2 or 3 cases in America where they've been rusty. So, like I say, I don't know whether it's old stock or just that they were sent from the factory like that.
Not very
But
good metal.
I wouldn't think they would have been.
Yeah, I had one that it would rust, and it seemed like the plating was bad on it. And I took it right back to the store, even though it was a year later. I took it back and asked them, "How do I fix it?" And they gave me a demo one, and then when they got a replacement, and they traded me the demo for it back again.
Yep.
But it was strictly the
just
plating on it was too thin and it was rusting.
Yeah. Very slow. The slowest RPM you've got, Rex. And just steel wool, it's only surface rust. As far as I can work out, it doesn't really impede the workings of the chuck. It just doesn't look right, that's all. Yeah, whatever you do, don't wrap the steel wool around your fingers. Just hold it nice and flat, like you would as if you were using sandpaper.
Robo, what I've used on my chucks is Scotch-Brite pads.
Yeah, Scotch-Brite pads or steel wool, same. Yeah, they both work.
That's what I suggested to him when he asked.
Yeah.
Also, too, Rex, if you're going to use a Scotch Brite or whatever, I mean the steel wool. They come in the zeros. I think you want the 40 one, isn't it, Robbo?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah, the finest one they make.
Yeah. Because you can get some rough ones and they'll wreck it.
Yeah, well, you can get dishwashing ones which are really coarse.
Yeah.
Most of them, I've never bothered writing them down, Rex. You'll occasionally hear me say, "Oh, that's dirty trick number 310 or something like that out of Robbo's little black book of dirty tricks," but I don't have a book.
It's in his head.
It's in my head, yeah, that's right, yeah. And they generally come up in my videos when I think of them.
I know one of the biggest tricks that I learned years ago, and it is the fact that I actually drilled and tapped the leg of my lathe so I could put a small bolt in it. And the reason being is that I wanted to ground the frame. And it wasn't for electrical reasons. It was basically to stop static. Because I found that I was getting a lot of dust and stuff sticking to it for sanding and working, and it was a fine dust and it would get everywhere. And in the winter, our windows, that it can be very dry, at least up in north here.
We don't have that trouble. We don't have that trouble in Australia because all our machines are always 3 pins, which is an earth pin as well. So they're automatically grounded.
Well, technically we are, because we have a separate ground wire, but it has to follow its way all the way back through the electrical distribution system, through the house, and because you only ground at one spot. And you only take a ground rod or to a water pipe at one spot.
Yeah. All right, Rex. Good night. I hope you're feeling a bit better tomorrow.
Yeah,
yes,
take it easy,
definitely.
Rex. Thanks for coming in.
And Dan, yeah, I used to use steel wool on my bike frames. I used to be in a schoolboy racing team, and I actually used to polish the frames with wax. Didn't have nice fancy wheels in those days. To cut down on the aerodynamics of them.
Yep. As I've said many times, if I was 40 years younger, I'd probably be dead in 12 months with all the toys that kids have these days, or adults, like jet skis and bloody. I love that. I'd love to have a go with those jumpsuits. The ones that the jump wings or whatever they are. Flying suits. Yeah.
I reckon that would be absolutely fantastic.
Be a good rush, that's for sure.
And I'd kill myself on a jet ski or a motorbike these days with all the jumps and things they do. I'd have to try what the Red Bull team were doing.
Well, when I was in the military, I picked up skydiving.
No, I was trying to jump out of an aeroplane, and the only time I nearly had to do it, they called it off. So I was very happy about that.
Were you jumping with a 28-foot flat conical?
No, out over very, very dark and unwelcoming jungle it was at night time. Standard shoots.
Yeah, we just in the military had the standard flat chute, but I learned to jump with a wing, and that really that did me. I just really enjoyed that, but I still had to qualify with a flat conical chute,
Yeah.
typical one. But for afterwards, I even did sport jumping and had my own wing.
I've got a friend that skydives, and he's always been trying to get me up there, and I won't do it, but mainly because of my Meniere's disease these days. But I think it's fascinating the way they get those wings now, where they can actually just about guide them down into within 2 feet of where they need to be, you know?
Oh yeah, they were starting that when I quit. And I couldn't afford to get a modern one and upgrade, so I simply sold the one I had off and thought I'd get into it more when I got back here in the East Coast, and I didn't find the group that did a lot of jumping. And per jump, when it came down to plane rental for seats, when you get a club together, you rent a 15 passenger or a plane that's designed without seats so you can jump. And that just got way too expensive. Looking at $50 to $75 a jump, and I preferred to spend it on girls instead of jumping.
I don't know which is more dangerous.
They're both just as deadly, at least to your pocketbook.
Geez, I must say I'm enjoying this cup of tea.
Who's pinging over there?
Sorry?
Who's pinging? Ping, ping, ping.
Not me. It's probably the music in the background you can hear.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, we got to find a theme song for you.
Another one bites the dust?
Well, there's a couple that I have come across that I really like, but I'm going to have to find them. I think the one that, and I don't know whether it's public domain yet there in Australia, but was the opening and closing ceremony for the Olympics.
Yep.
That piece, that was fantastic. I love it. I bought at
G'day,
that
JP.
time, it was cassette tape of it.
Oh, yeah. How you going, Jamie?
I don't know which one it was, actually. I'm going to have to look it up now.
Oh, that young girl singing it.
I'm going to make a note of that because I have it on this phone.
What?
I'll have to put up a shortcut so I can play it tomorrow night. It was the music that, well, there's two pieces I like. The music that was based around the opening ceremony,
Oh yeah.
which I thought was fantastic for the Olympics.
Yep.
Then there's another piece that was used in, I think I'm not sure what the name of the song was. And it took a while to be able to understand what the person was singing because of the slang that is typical.
Tina Arena sang the opening
Okay.
opening thing, and it was The Flame by the look of it. So I'll look that up and see what it sounds like.
I don't need no copyright infringement, so do you want to mute your microphone, please?
Yeah, I will. I'll mute it down.
You shit the bed, Jamie. What's going on? Oh, yep. A deja vu, isn't it? What the? What are you doing?
Yeah, I went to hit the volume here and hit something else.
Been playing around with the controllers, I see, in the brand section.
Yeah, that's right on my phone. Right next to it is the volume controls on the screen for this whatever I'm displaying on the screen. Now you've got the ability to have all sorts of custom background and banners. Have you given any thought or developing any for yourself?
Nah, I've tried to do some banners and stuff, but I don't know. They just I forget about them, or just I'll go get the one that I made yesterday. Why won't it let me? What's going on with that? There you go. This one I made yesterday when Robbo was on. He did have something else, but I deleted it. Give credit where it's due.
Right now. Hold on. I'm back again.
Oh, stop talking about him now.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all
right. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. No, Jamie. Yes, you can. If you do it up too tight, you can get. It's like the Aboriginals rubbing two sticks together to light a fire with, but you said it right. Like the last one I did, it actually started charring a little bit, but that was because I pulled it in too tight. Once I backed it off, it was all right. But I put wax on it before, as I'm doing it, so as it lubricates it. But that's it's been in use for I don't know, probably 100 years or so. That's the way you steady thin things in our game anyway. All you got to do is stop it from being pushed backwards from you and climbing over the chisel. So that's the reason for the V. You have to get the V in the right place. It's got to actually come just a fraction over the centre. This is actually copied off an American turner, but the idea's been around for so long. Like I've read books from the 1890s on wood turning, and they use it as well. But they've got a simpler one where they actually have a wedge that drops down the back that adjusts it as it's going in. So it doesn't need much tension. It's just got to stop it, that's all. Like where don't tell me my battery's going flat in the headset. But if you have a look, it's actually contacting down in there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just turn a section off and show you.
Can't hear you.
But as you can see with its contact area there, it can't go back and it can't lift up. Nah, Wayne didn't write that one. Like, there's fancier versions around sometimes with little wheels and things on it too, but the wooden part works much better than having just two wheels there, because the wheels can actually, the tyres in the wheels can flex. So just a V-notch in a piece of timber. You've got to make sure you get it on centre, of course, so there's bearing on both the top and the bottom bit.
This is 57 Chevy Radio, baby.
Like that one's just set up on an extra tool rest, but there's fancier ones around. Like if you have a look at Steve Jones's videos, he's got one that's actually on a hinged thing on his lathe, and it flips it up, and then he puts a wooden prop in behind it to wedge it there, just to hold it in place.
I think I'm gonna get picked up by Facebook again. I think.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Your music isn't classical, so it hasn't got 100-year lifespan on it, which means I'm going to get copyrighted on it.
Oh, you've suddenly gone very soft, Joe. Well, it might be my end because the batteries might be going flat in this headset.
If you had classical music on, it would be okay, but not the radio.
All right, I'll go and turn it down.
Sony Records has already picked me up 3 times already. I'm not sure they've let it go too many times.
There you go.
Thanks. Put your classical stuff on if you want, but it's not that. Dr. Bob left? Okay. See you, Bob. All right, Jamie, take it easy. Thanks for coming in.
One, two, three.
Yeah.
Right. No, sorry. The headset went flat.
Oh, okay.
So
Jamie's just left.
yeah. See you later, Jamie. So I've had to go and get my other headset.
Oh, yeah. Bugger, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the tether now.
Does the battery come out of that other headset?
No, it charges off a USB.
No, I was just wondering if you could buy a spare battery and let that one charge, you know?
Yeah, no. I just forgot to put it on after I'd been on last night, and
Oh yeah.
it had been on for a few hours, so. Bob's gone as well, has he?
Yeah, he dropped out when I put you on full screen, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the only thing, Chris, is when you're making those steadies, you've got to have a fairly solid mount for them, because if they vibrate, you're in more trouble than Ned Kelly.
I think some folks at the markets might like drinking wine. That they've put the same post up about the same company 4 times over 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
Getting excited, I think.
Oh, well, that's like you're in the middle of the Barossa Valley there, so.
Yeah. And they're selling wine by the glass.
Oh, yeah.
Be a good money spinner, eh?
Oh, yeah.
See if I can swap them one of my grapevine pieces for a glass of wine.
Now, unfortunately to me, all wine tastes like vinegar.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either, but Amber likes it. So. I prefer my honey liqueurs, if anything.
I must admit, I like a lot of liqueurs, like the cherry liqueurs and that sort of thing. Bailey's Irish Cream I like.
Oh, yeah.
But I only, like in a normal drinking glass, I'll only have half an inch in the bottom of it.
Yep.
I couldn't drink a whole glass full of it. And there was
Okay, sorry.
And there was one particular sweet sherry that I really used to like too, but I've forgotten the name of it. So
yeah, we got a red velvet Bailey's last Christmas.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it, but I've never tasted it.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's just like eating a red velvet cake, but it goes down smooth. Yeah.
And some whiskies I like too.
Yeah.
But again, about 2 teaspoonfuls in the bottom of a glass is about enough, isn't it, for any of them for me?
Yeah. I very rarely drink. Maybe like might have a little bit of a drink or two on my birthday and Christmas time, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Last Christmas I drank 3/4 of a 750ml bottle to myself.
Yeah, I know, you got stonkered.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
My Irish cream kind of makes me sick. Yeah, it's got to be Bailey's.
Yeah. Have you got that there?
Maybe he's referring to his name.
Yeah. Yes. I'll give you an example, Chris, all right? There you go. That's a liqueur too. Irish cream's a liqueur, Robbo. So you're right there.
Yeah, no, it was Bailey's Irish Cream, so
Yeah.
I think that's what he was referring to.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the Bailey's Irish Cream, which is the original one, is the nicest one.
Like this. Like that.
Yeah, that's the one. But to show you how much we drink, we've had 2 bottles here now for nearly 35 years, I think.
Yeah. That one there's beautiful. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, Chris? No?
Yeah.
Do you get a percentage every time they get sold or what?
Yeah, on commission. Big nice,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, bloody oath.
Oh, I'm the same, Chris. Like, yeah, breweries would go broke if I was their only customer, I tell you. I've never really drunk at all. I can honestly tell you the last time I had a beer was in 1967. And I drank half of it and spat it out because I couldn't stand the taste of it. Yes, it is good on ice cream too, I believe.
Did you sit down, Robbo?
What?
You said you couldn't stand it. Did you sit down?
Yeah. And that was at a work Christmas party with the next door neighbours.
Oh, look out. What happens at Christmas party stays at the Christmas party?
Yeah, well, that's right.
And if it's your neighbours, it's like bow your head every time you see them from there onwards, or what?
No. So work do, so it was the panel beaters and spray painters and metal workers and other mechanics and things. Because we're all mainly 1 or 2 man workshops, we used to just have a big gathering in our street at Christmas time for Christmas drinks. So
this ugly piece.
yeah.
It's got an eye hole.
I hate to say it, but that'll probably look good in resin.
Get out of here. Come on your bike. Nah, probably would, eh? But I ain't got the front off. I don't do that. Not too sure about that piece, to be honest. Or I got that. At least the other bit doesn't have too much of a split in it. Oh, that's not cool. Bloody nail in it. What'd you have for lunch?
Steamed dim sims.
Oh, jealous.
And they're actually, well, we've got a chicken shop in the shopping centre here that makes handmade chicken dim sims.
Yeah.
And they're really nice.
Yeah. There's one a dumpling place that we like to go to in Adelaide. It's a pity it's the only place because every other place has got their own unique way of making stuff, so it's all kind of a little bit different.
Oh yeah, that's right. There used to be a hot dog place in Adelaide. We used to come over from Melbourne for a weekend to go there. I'm trying to think what the hell the name of it was. but geez, they had about 200 varieties of stuff on hot dogs, you know, like cheese and bacon and bloody onions and
Wasn't Wendy's
mustard.
or something like that, was it?
No, not Wendy's. It was something else. But we'd go across to Adelaide for a hot dog and go to Sydney for a hamburger.
Oh, bloody hell.
We'd leave Friday night, be home Monday morning to go to work.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
particularly when you consider what the roads were like then.
Yeah. A lot of dirt roads, I would assume.
No, all the highways were bitumen, but they were narrow bloody things, and
So
not like today.
Yeah. 5-lane highways.
Yeah.
The berries on the palm tree behind us are nice and ripe. So the parrots are there and they're squabbling and having domestics.
Yeah, that's much better to use than the chisel.
Yep.
And you're getting used to that lathe now, are you?
Yeah. I haven't put it up to full speed yet, but yeah. No, I like the bed coming out. That definitely came in handy the other day.
Yeah.
No, it's just a matter of me not being lazy and stopping changing gears, because sometimes I just go, oh, bugger it, I'll leave it in that speed.
Yeah. It's dead easy to change speeds on.
Yeah.
Plenty of room to get into it.
Yeah. Well, at night time, when I did that nighttime turn the other night, I broke the wedge. And half of it got stuck down inside the the thing, and it took me ages to get it out. And I couldn't. It was like 9 o'clock at night, so I couldn't just go into the shed and make up another one on the bandsaw.
Yeah.
So I just dodged up the one that I had. What was left over, it still worked, but yeah, couldn't happen to me.
That's the only thing that I regret not fixing on, actually, is the ratchet. And it's fair. I could have done it very easily, actually, and you probably can too. Like, it just unbolts.
Yeah.
And you've just got to reform the teeth on it, that's all.
Okay. I'll have a look at that one day.
Yeah. Well, I'd hate to think how many times it's been used, you know, like slid up and down, so...
Yeah, a lot.
Now, I must admit, the thing I liked about that lathe was the tailstock with its rapid screw on it, and the fact that all the tool rests and the tailstock locked down solidly on it.
Oh yeah, yes, that's an added bonus. That is definitely compared to the ones I've used. Then the length that the tailstock has on it too. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
And the fact that it just doesn't move too.
Yeah. nice machine. It is,
Yes.
even though it is 50 or 60 years old.
Yep.
I wish I still ran. Wish I still ran as well at that age, you know.
I shouldn't laugh. I'll be there one day.
Why not? It's true.
Yep. Just have to get some bionic parts, you know.
Yeah. Become the bionic man.
Yeah, the $6 million man, isn't it? Is that what he was called?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or RoboCop.
Yeah. I thought Rob CP was already inspiring to be him, but no.
I'm going to have to go in a minute. I've got some phone calls and stuff I've got to make.
Okay. Thanks for coming in.
So, right. Now that COVID's over, people bloody want things.
Darn it. Should have changed your number when you had the chance.
Yeah. Well,
No, it's good though. Keeps you a bit active though, doesn't it?
yeah, we don't have to wear masks now unless we're in a non-compliant store. We don't have to have in essential stores. We don't need to be double vaxxed. We can be, but in non-essential stores like dress shops and things like that.
Yep.
You got to have double vaccination, so they're slowly easing the restrictions.
Yep. I see. Victoria's having troubles passing a bill.
Yeah.
About pandemic laws.
Yeah. What a lot. They have that power anyway.
Yeah.
Like they can declare a state of emergency at any time they feel like.
Yeah. No, they might as well just call it martial law and get it over and done with, you know?
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah. Anyway, that's the way politicians think and this and that, so.
Yep, that's right.
They got to have laws to cover laws that have already been in existence for bloody 70 years, you know?
Yep. And then lots and lots of loopholes.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That smart lawyers find.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go. I'll see you later, Chris. Any other tree people out there? And I'll catch you later, Jay.
All right, take it easy.
No worries.
Bye-bye. So that's all you took out of that was ice cream? Yep. It's amazing how many people don't clean their vacuum cleaners, to be honest. How you going?
Hey Jay, how's it going? Hi everyone in the chat. Hope all is well.
How you going?
What's
All right. How
new?
about yourself? Oh, everything. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
absolutely,
man.
absolutely nothing. I'm just just making bag holders and just trying out different like. This is the one that Robbo would like me to make, and that's what I'm making. I'm a little bit thicker and yeah, it's for the men, you know.
Yeah.
Don't need a dainty one for the men.
No. Thicker wood's always better than the thin wood.
Yeah, that's it. And then I've made a couple that are about half the size of that for kids. So then they can help out mum with the shopping, you see?
Oh, what are they? Bag holders or carriers?
Yeah. I'll show you.
Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty handy.
Yep, like that kind of thing, you know, you just scrunch it up in there. Once it's got a bit of weight on it, it pulls down tight like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
And the plastic handles don't cut into your hands or nothing, so that'd be comfy. That's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah. Got the markets that we're going to is on the 27th. So just trying to get some things knocked up for that and just finish. I started off the live by just finishing, really, just finishing bottoms and oiling it up and all that kind of stuff. All that fun stuff, you know?
Yeah. All that fun stuff. That's good.
How'd your demo go?
It went good. I had one yesterday for the Keystone Woodturners in Pennsylvania, and then I had one that I just finished today, and that was for the Golden Horseshoe Woodturners, which was it's like Niagara Falls, Canada.
Okay.
So yeah, they both went well. It's been a busy week, and I have a student tomorrow.
Oh yeah, nice. That's good. Get the
So-
bank balance back up.
Yeah, I'm glad it picked back up again too, since all the lockdowns and restrictions were lifted. But I mean, who knows? Our numbers over here are going up too. So I
Yeah.
imagine all those lovely politicians will lock us all up in our own homes again.
Yeah,
Well, they keep their freedom.
yeah, that's right, exactly. Well, they use the loopholes.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, hopefully not. But yeah, just chilling, downtime. I had to do my video and edit my video and all that stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, I wonder if he's still on. So I popped on. Sometimes I do that and it's a black screen and it's like, oh, video ended.
Yeah.
Like, all right, next time.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll let you off this once, all right?
All right. No worries.
I'm too lazy to change the speeds down. All right, so.
Yeah, I do that too. Sometimes I'll just sand at the higher speed, but
Because this one's I gotta turn it off to change it. It's manual change on the belts, so just me being lazy, really.
yeah. I wouldn't either. Probably just sand it through or try and get a good finish from sand.
Yes.
Yeah, so let me see, what did I do in my demo today? I did a thin-walled footed bowl with an undercut lip.
Oh yeah. Sounds right. How you going, Shay?
Hey Shay, how's it going?
Just let me know when you've got it up, and I'll. All right. Let me know when you've got the piece that you made up. I'll rephrase that, and I'll put you on full screen. All right.
All right. I have a couple here. I can see. Switch that again. Oh. All right. So here's a couple finished ones. Here's one finished in walnut.
Oh wow, very nice.
There's the other side, and we can see
Yeah.
it's turned to a 1/16 of an inch wall thickness.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
the
that's
way
very
down
nice.
to the base.
Very
And,
nice. Yeah.
and then here's two in cherry.
Yep.
And they're
Is that in,
also a 1/16 of an inch wall thickness.
is that in your tongue oil?
Yeah, that's my signature finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the one I turned today in the live demo is this guy. And he's made out of cherry.
Yep. Yeah. Very nice.
And he is also a 1/16 of an inch wall thickness.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What are you teaching in your lesson tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a bowl turning lesson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's coming by for a half day.
Yeah.
For a half day of a bowl turning lesson. So. And he wants to use a one-way. He's never used a one-way lathe, so he wants to try the one-way. He'll have to go on my general first to make sure he doesn't stick a tool in my spur drive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. How many lessons does he have to do before he gets to use the one way?
A couple or a few. You got to
Yeah.
show me you're not going to stick any sharp tools into my spindles or my chucks or my spur drives, or and then you can touch the one-way. But
that counts me out.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a good demo. And the one I did yesterday was the teardrop boxes.
Okay.
The little boxes that look like little teardrops.
Yep.
I could probably grab one if you want to see one. I'll have to grab them from behind my
Oh, okay. That's all right. You don't have to.
my wall.
Yep.
There, behind the wall.
Sorry?
Oh, they were all in behind my wall in sort of in my finishing area.
Yep.
So I have a few. This is one out of Sapele.
Yep.
And that is a small little keepsake urn of my grandfather. So I can't open that one. This one is made out of olive ash.
Oh, very nice, huh?
And then there's the inside.
Yep.
Get that green match.
Yeah, come up nice, very nice.
And then here's a tiny one in walnut.
Yep. That's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, dark black walnut. And then there's the tiny opening in there.
Yep.
And then this one is just poplar, but I dyed it a baby blue.
Oh, yeah. I'm not too sure, but I think it's coming up green on my screen, to be honest. But...
Yeah, it's more aqua, I guess, teal,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So a little greenish blue, but that could take into account the oil I use, because the oil has a yellowish tint or an amber tint. So with the baby blue and the yellow, it creates the teal.
Yep.
So sort of like a Caribbean flavor. So this is the one I did for a practice run the morning yesterday before my demo. And that's tulip poplar, and that was dyed yellow. So that was the practice run. And there's the inside.
Yep, very cool.
And then the one I did in the demo is this one. It's not colored or embellished or textured in any way just yet. So it's just out of a poplar.
Yep.
But it will be textured or embellished or colored or stained or carved or something in some way or another.
Yep.
Because it's pretty plain Jane wood, so.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
Thanks.
Has it got little specks of like spalting or something going through it, has it?
No, that's actually the grain.
Okay.
The wood grain. The flecks or the flakes in the wood grain.
Alright. Looks pretty
Almost like flecks that are in oak.
Oh, yeah.
This is what you get sort of in this poplar. You get these little flakes and flecks throughout the throughout the grain.
Bit of character.
Yeah, adds character, whatnot, but it's still a pretty plain, boring wood, so that's sort of why I color them or do them in different color woods or dye them, but I'm going to embellish these somehow with carving or texture or pyrography or something.
Yep.
So we'll see.
We burn one and then sand it back so that the burn's only in the lines, only in the grain lines. That would look right.
Yeah, I've done some of those before where you follow the grain patterning and stuff.
Yep.
And they turn out pretty nice. I had a bunch in my inventory, but the studio tour I did a couple months ago, I sold a whole bunch of stuff that had pyrography on it. So.
Yep.
But I've been doing a lot of dry brushing and airbrushing and carving and pyrography and stuff as well to make it different. Something a little different. Pardon?
What do you use to carve with?
Just carving chisels. I mean, I normally don't do power or burrs, but a few months ago I bought a carver, like a power carver or a turbo carver, so I could do some piercing and stuff. I just haven't used it yet. But in the upcoming Woodturners retreat, I'm gonna bust it out, and I have some texture that I'm putting on a couple of things.
Oh yeah.
So that'd be cool. I'll do some carving and texturing and painting and embellishing on those projects I'm doing.
Yep.
And off-center. I'm doing off-center multi-access turning too.
Okay. Interesting.
In that demo. So that'll be fun. I gotta get practicing. No, I've done quite a bit of it, but I just haven't done it regularly for some time.
Okay.
But it's like riding a bike, I guess.
Yep. Get your muscle memory back.
Yeah, once I make a few, it'll all come back.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back to me now.
Oh, take that can away from me.
It's iced tea. Non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Regular old iced tea.
all right, I'll let you off then.
I didn't put anything fancy in it yet. I gotta behave when I show up here.
Oh, I'm not keen on hot tea, let alone cold tea.
Yeah, I'm not big on hot tea. I like iced teas. Or cold tea. A spot of tea.
Cup of tea and a buttered bun.
A spot of tea. It's quite lovely.
Starting to sound like an Englishman.
Pardon? I missed that. I had to.
I said you're starting to sound like an Englishman.
Right? Cheerio. What? Where's my Cheerios?
Where are they? You gotta eat them, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Bloody cat comes flying around my legs at the moment.
Now here is a teardrop box.
Hey?
Now here is a teardrop box.
Holy shit. Hang on, I'll put you on full screen.
Pokey, stabby,
Oh, yeah.
impale,
Yeah.
and then bam.
Very nice. Ah.
Yeah, that's one of my signatures, thesis.
Yep. No, it's, what did you say that was, sorry?
This is tulip poplar, but it's colored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
And it doubles.
So yeah, that's what I was about to say. If someone ever breaks in, you can stab them with it and just
Yeah.
snap it. Just snap
Honey,
it
I
off.
need to borrow your jewelry box. I hear something at the door. Yeah. I know I had someone comment one time, they're like, oh yeah, I always love some artwork that doubles as a weapon. I'm like, right?
Yeah.
You never know when you might need that box.
I'm surprised these things get into the country, to be honest. With the laws we've got.
Oh yeah.
Just the standard tools.
A big old spear.
Yeah.
Well, I hear they locked everybody up there again. Well, only the non-vaxxers are locked up.
No, that's a lie.
Oh yeah?
That is a complete lie. Shay asked me about it at the start of the week, and it is bullshit.
Because that's what's on our news right now. They're saying that Australia has set restrictions that only vaccinated people can go out and about, and all the non-vaxxers have to stay home, and they're on lockdown, and they can only really go to doctor's appointments and groceries. So that's a crock of...
Yep, that's your government trying to do scare tactics. That's what that is.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. That's hilarious. I thought, I was like, yeah, I'll have to ask my buddy. I'll be like, yeah, I'll have to ask my Aussie friends.
I don't have the vax. I don't have any of them, and I can go anywhere I want. Not restricted anywhere at all.
Sweet. That's good.
I'm in the northern suburbs of Adelaide, and the northern suburbs of Adelaide is actually the least vaxxed.
Okay. Probably the least amount of cases too.
Yeah, probably. We're a pretty small state overall compared to the Melbourne and Sydney and stuff like that. So. And we know to stay inside when we get told to stay inside instead of going to the beach on a hot day like they do in Melbourne and Sydney and stuff, you know.
Oh, what are they doing?
When they first went into lockdown, it was really hot, so they went to the beach. Heaps of them. Do they not understand what lockdown means or what?
Yeah, man, it means hit the beach and you're budgie smuggler.
Well, I seen you there. Yeah. It's not many people here, so you'll only get the odd clown here and there that doesn't want to stay indoors or whatever. But
that's funny. So that's all scare tactics for the North Americans.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're saying that in the USA too, because I think I heard Rob or someone talking about it too.
Yeah. No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Media is the worst thing for anything. All the scare tactics and social media.
Well, it's ran by the 1%ers and all that. That if they put up a story that they didn't want you to put up, you're not going to have your job for very long.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. That's funny. Hey, how's it going?
How you going, Dan? What's going on?
Hey, Dan.
Yeah. No, I don't
Dan, my man.
I don't watch the news either, Dan. To be honest, it's proper shit.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I watch the news every day now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel sorry.
Gotta be in the know.
I'd rather
gotta be in the know with all those lies and scare tactics they're telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Chris has just said we do whatever here, vax or no vax. It was rural Ohio is where he lives, so it probably makes sense. Not so many people out there too.
Yeah, here we sort of opened everything up again, but I don't know. They're saying numbers are going up again. Who knows how true that is or what that is, or scare tactics again or what? But
yeah, and like there's a couple of channels out there that are pretty dedicated to proving otherwise on some of these things, like reports of hospitals being chopped up, and then this certain people going to the hospital and proving that there's no one there. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When the media is saying they're all overrun and they're low on staff and this and that, and they have no beds and all the respirators are taken, and you walk in there and you're served within minutes. Meanwhile, we used to wait hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Stupid. Just all propaganda, and unfortunately, a lot of people believe it.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. A lot of gullible people out there.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people think the government's right, but they're just a Ponzi scheme that got away with it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, yep. They're all crooks, no matter who you vote for.
Yeah, exactly.
So it don't matter.
The whole world runs on the same system.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's crazy.
And like the
Yeah, I wondered if that was true. That's hilarious.
Like
Because
the
I had a whole bunch. I wonder if they're doing that same thing
Yeah.
in Austria, because they were talking about Austria doing that too.
it's good to have people around the world so you can get the real truth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's good to have friends and know people around the world that will actually tell you the truth of what's happening in their own country.
Yeah. Started getting any snow yet?
Yeah, we actually got snow the other day. When was it? 2 or 3 days ago, we had snow overnight, and there was a light dusting in the morning, but it all melted by mid-morning or by noon or mid-morning. It was all thawed anyway. It pretty much thawed as it hit the floor. So
Yeah.
but then it was like -0 for a couple nights, and now it was in the double digits again. So
Yeah, the weather's been really weird here. So we're meant to be in spring at the moment, and I think we've had maybe out of the 3 or 4 months, I think we've had 2 weeks of spring, and the rest has just been rainy winter. It's been quite horrible.
oh,
And we go into summer in less than a fortnight, and I think we're going to have a wet summer the way this is going.
that's shitty.
Which is quite
Yeah.
unusual for Australia.
Yeah, it's usually hot and humid and dry.
Yeah, well, especially in the summertime at least.
Yeah.
Like
Here it's hot and humid in the summer too, but
Yeah.
our winters are more wet too. Well, we still get snow and ice and freezing temperatures, like -30, -40 with the wind chill.
Yep.
But we don't get nearly as much snow as the rest of Canada because we're surrounded by the Great Lakes. So we get the lake effect.
Yep.
So we get a lot more rain, but then we get a lot more ice. But I mean, I'd rather rain because I don't have to shovel rain.
Yes, very true, and it doesn't turn into a muddy slop.
Yeah, exactly. Even an hour north of me, they'll get a shit ton of snow.
Yep. Ice fishing, here we come, eh?
Yeah, I'll probably go ice fishing maybe once or twice again this year. I don't know. I'll have to see. But if not, I'll at least have to get out on a snowmobile or...
Yeah, that's Cash and the missus going.
They're doing pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Lindy's back to work, so...
Oh, yeah.
He went back to work already, so it's daddy daycare in the morning, and I work in the afternoon and evening, or I work in the morning and she works in the afternoon, so it's daddy daycare in the afternoon. So, but yeah, we're doing that at least for the first while because daycare here in Ontario, Canada is ridiculous. For an infant, it's $1,800 a month for daycare.
Oh, wowzers! Are they feeding? Do they get to eat off of gold spoons and plates or what?
I know, right? So I mean, we'll just modify our hours so we can do our own daycare and save that money. That's a mortgage.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Like, that's crazy. So even a kid that's in school, you're looking at like $1,500-$1,600 a month in daycare. So now they're trying to come up with this $10 a day daycare, which would be huge.
Yeah.
That'd be so much more affordable than what they pay nowadays. But
yeah, it's crazy. So you have to open up your own daddy daycare to make some money.
yeah, right. No, I don't want to deal with other kids.
Yeah, little shit.
I probably won't be as patient. Yeah, you'll get the hellion.
Yes. The one that's been kicked out of all the others.
Yeah, kicked out of all the others and no one else will take him anymore.
He's a good kid. He'll be right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I thought of, well, no, not when he's an infant either. I don't want infants and screaming babies and changing diapers every 5 minutes. One kid's enough.
If you can't reach the height of the lathe, I can't look after you. Sorry.
Right? Grab a piece of sandpaper, sand this bowl.
Right. You start sanding. You start polishing. You start sweeping.
Yeah, that'll be good labor. They'll be apprentices. The first few years, you just sweep.
Cash's friends won't want to come back anytime soon, that's for sure.
No, probably not. But that's funny. Yeah, it's crazy prices over here. So some of the provinces have jumped on the bandwagon to do the $10 a day daycare, but
Yep.
I don't think Ontario has yet.
Get onto it, man. Come on.
Well, Ontario will probably be the last to do it because we're the highest population. So, I mean, the government makes the most money off us. So why not keep it at a high rate?
Yeah. Yep. That bloody government again.
Yeah. The crooked politician.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that all goes. But
So, again, slight difference.
yeah, a little bit.
I can get my hand around that and hold it like that instead of being like I can consume the whole holder.
Yeah, then you don't have to grip it so tightly, and
Yeah.
fingers won't hurt so much, and you can use it's multi-purpose. It's self-defense club.
A foot massager? Foot massager on the ground, maybe, I don't know.
What'd you say? Boom. Yeah.
No. Someone around here will have something better in their pocket, though. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, probably. You never know what people have these days. So I always got 3.
The last one's a shiv.
2 to throw and 1 to keep.
That's it. 1 to break off inside. No evidence.
Yeah, you never know. Nowadays, even back in the day, no one fought fair.
No.
Well, when you're kids in high school and elementary school, yeah, sure, you might have the one-on-one, but you hit high school or college or university, nobody fights fair anymore.
No. Whatever they can pick up.
Yeah, whatever works. There's no rules in a fight.
Oh, no, you're talking about Fight Club. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. That was number 1 rule, wasn't it?
Yeah, and no rules in a fight. It's only who comes up on top.
Oh, someone's cooking dinner. Smells good.
Oh, yeah, what's for dinner?
I don't know, but it smells bloody good. And follow my nose.
Follow your nose. Like Toucan Sam. Yeah. Yeah, what are the laws over there? Can you guys even carry a knife?
Sorry, dude, what was that?
What are the laws in Australia? Can you even carry a knife, or you probably need licensing for?
Most probably. I think the maximum you can have is like 7 inches or something like that, and that's when if it's a fold out one, it can only be completely 7 inches or something like that, but it's got to be concealed in your pocket or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was similar to here. Here it can be whatever length you want, but the blade length has to be less than 3 inches.
Yeah, it doesn't sound much different really.
Yeah. So I mean, you can have any handle length. The blade just has to be under 3 inches. But I mean, you can still do a hell of a lot of damage with a 3-incher if you know where to go.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Definitely. All right, Kate, I'm going to knock it on the head. Thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Good chatting with you and seeing you again. And yeah, it's all good.
All right, thanks, Chris, Shay, Dan. Thanks for coming in.
Take care, everyone.
I'd say don't get too ugly, but it's too late. Sorry, no.
Right? I know. That's what I'm saying.
All right.